Hey everybody, Jason Blaha with Ice Cream Fitness here. Yesterday the Hodge twins put out a video on whey protein versus whole foods, and Ian McCarthy with Lifting for Life did a video response. And as I'm subscribed to both channels, I happen to have watched both videos. And I'm going to go ahead and link the Hodge twins video right here. And I'm going to link Ian's video right here. I've also previously done a much longer video on the same topic, and I'm going to link it right here below for you guys if you want more information. I'm just going to briefly cover my take on the actual topic, and then I'm going to address the positive points from both of these videos. Quite frankly, I think both videos had some merits that need to be addressed. First of all, as to the issue of actual quality of protein, yes, whey protein has a superior amino acid profile to most protein sources, but for the layperson, you guys trying to build muscle, that has very little practical value because most of you guys are consuming enough protein already. If you're consuming a pound of protein per pound of body weight, you already have enough of a safety buffer built in on your protein intake for gaining muscle that you don't particularly need to be concerned with the amino acid profile. So it's not really a big deal. So in other words, the Hodge twins were basically right. Rabbit with country gravy and buttermilk biscuits is going to give you the same results in terms of the protein quality that whey protein gives you. There really isn't a practical difference. The only time this really becomes important is if your protein intake is too low. If you guys are consuming half a gram of protein per pound of body weight, you might gain just a hair more muscle mass from eating the higher quality protein in something like whey protein because you're actually a little protein deficient, and so the quality is really going to make a difference. When you're hitting a gram per pound of body weight, you've made up for the quality with quantity, and you're going to be fine. You're not going to see a difference in results. They're right. Eat whatever you want to eat for your protein source. Not a big deal. As to the individual videos, some people took the Hodge twins video a little more seriously than they should have. This was not intended as a serious video. This was purely a comedy piece. I personally started laughing as soon as they mentioned the rabbit and the gravy and the buttermilk biscuits because I'm also originally a country boy from Texas, and that's the type of food that my grandmother cooked. So when they referenced that, I kind of started laughing because I pictured my grandmother cooking something just like that. And I hate rabbit, for the record. And then as far as the other bits, yeah, it was very crass. It was crude humor. And it did display a misunderstanding of evolutionary biology, but it was funny. I started laughing, and as I was listening to it, my wife was in the room, and all of my American friends and family describe her as a very proper British lady. She started laughing. She then watched it on her computer and shared it on her Facebook. So guys, come on, it was funny. Just admit it, it was funny. It was intended as a comedy piece. The only criticism I might have is that they probably should have covered the actual topic just a little further and explained that it really doesn't matter that much in regards to the amino acid profile if you're eating enough protein. So eat whatever you want to eat. Now, as to Ian's video, Ian, I do think you personalized it a little bit and took it a little more seriously than you should have. It was intended as a comedy piece. However, I love the points that you raised in your video. I've raised a lot of those exact same points in my own video on the topic, and I think you did hit the nail on the head on those. And as someone who also does love science, who loves the scientific method, who loves biology, I actually appreciate the fact that you did link some material and give people some pointers on where to go for the lay person and trying to get a little better understanding of evolution and evolution theory. It is really misunderstood in our society because most people don't have enough of a science background. It can be a confusing topic for some. And I think most people just need a little better understanding of it. And so I actually appreciate the fact that you took the effort to list some actual links for people to look this up. I personally see no reason whatsoever to question evolution. I just don't. Scientifically, no one has been able to present a viable alternative theory with the current data available, and they very well might not ever do so. So it's what we have to work with. I think it's pretty good, and it has overwhelming support in the scientific community. There's no real reason for people to question it, so I think people just need to get a little better understanding of it. All right, guys, so that's really all I have to say on that today, and I'm going to go ahead and just second what the twins said at the end of theirs. When it comes to your protein sources, as long as you're getting enough protein, eat whatever you want to eat. It's not really going to matter at the end of the day. Hold on, let me give you guys a bicep shot before I go. And I'll talk to you next time.